Hello everybody. So this session is our continued session of the F5 LTM series. So I have already uploaded some session. So if you go on my channel and if you go on the F5 LTM playlist, so I will suggest to first watch the session from we can select session 1 to 4 or 5 whatever cover, and then come to this session so that we can understand the flow. This session will be totally free, guys. We don't need to pay anything, and I'm going to cover from beginner level to advanced level, including troubleshootings. So I only need support from you guys to like, subscribe, and share this video. Subscribe my channel as much as possible. So that is the only support I need from you guys. And I'm going to provide some content from the company perspective also, like how we can do troubleshooting on company and which types of general issue we face in the company, guys. Okay, related to F5 LTMs. Okay, so this series is F5 LTM. If it will complete, then we'll try for DNS and ASM. Okay. So this session is about the node, like what is node and how we can configure it, and some we'll see some health monitor parts, and then we'll see some sign, like sign option, like what is the meaning of green if node is green, like blue, black circle, diamond. So what is the actual meaning? It is very important to understand if you are working on a 5 LTM. It does not matter if you are the part of operation or project. Okay. Before coming to the node, I want to show a little bit about interface, guys. So in a 5 LTM, you can't configure IP address directly on the interface except management interface. On management interface, we can configure the IP directly, but apart from management interface, we can't directly configure the IP address on the physical interface. First, we need to create the VLAN, like internal VLAN or external VLAN, and then we need to assign the IP address on the VLAN level. So this is how a pipe design, and this is how port look like, guys. Okay, so if it is let's consider this is the small devices. So 1.1, so one is the slot, guys. Okay, and one is the number. So this is how a pipe design. So 1.1 means one is the slot and one is the port number. 1.2 means one is the slot and two is the port numbers. 1.3, one is the slot and three the port number. Same for 4. 1.5 means one is the slot, 5 is the port numbers. Maybe some devices, maybe some latest hardware and so like big devices have other slot also. Like see here, there is another slot like 2.1, 2.2. So 2 is the slot and 1 is the number. So in 2 slot port number 1, 2 slot port number 2. So these are the 10 gig port, guys. Okay. So they generally know these port generally we put as uplink towards maybe your core switch or something. So it depends upon the company design, guys. Okay. Maybe these ports may be maybe only gigabit interfaces, and these ports are the 10 gigabit. Okay. So this is about port interfaces, we can say, on the F5 labels. Okay. So it is very important to understand the port also. If you are working as a it does not matter like what is your profile, but if you're working as a operations, or maybe you are the part of operation or project, you should be aware. If you're working a operation, still it is required for troubleshooting purpose. Maybe sometimes this port went down and other stuffs. Okay, if you're working under the project, then we should be aware, because it is required from implementation in the beginning when new devices come to the company. Okay, in your team. So this is about the port, guys. Okay. If you come to the 5 and go on the interfaces network, here go in the network, and if you come to the interfaces, 1.1, 1.2 port at the moment is up because we have configures, and Mac is also learning, so it is looking good. So Mac is sometimes required when you are doing troubleshootings. Okay. So this is about the port. Now come to the node, guys. So I have already given little bit idea about node on our I think second session or third session. Okay. So node is the F5 terminology. Okay. So node is, guys, it is we can select physical server, actual server, where our maybe application is hosted, actual application is hosted. The server has the unique IP address that is called node, guys. Okay. So the server has the unique IP address is called node. Okay. How we can configure? We need to go in the local traffic, guys, and then we need to go node and we can configure it. Okay. And node we can configure via IP address or FQDN. So if we're configuring via FQDN, then DNS entry should be required. Okay. So DNS entry should be required in case of FQDN, guys. Okay. In health monitoring, in company, guys, we generally use health monitor on the pool level. On the pool level, not the node levels. So this session is about nodes, so don't worry about it. I'm going to cover all the options like ratio, connection limit, connection rate limit in all our upcoming sessions. Okay. What the actual meaning, when it is used, when we can't use. So in company, basically, when you deploy pool, guys, on pool level, basically we use the health monitors, not the node level, as per my experience. But this session is related to node implementations, so we'll try to use health monitor here also. Okay. So once we create the node, it will look like that. If it is blue, means there is no any health monitor it enables. That is the reason it is unknown kinds of things. Okay. So health monitor, we can use ICMP, or maybe if your server is HTTP server, HTTPS server, accordingly we can use health monitor. So generally we use TCP. If your server is HTTP server or maybe HTTP server, so we can use like health monitor as a TCP or ICMP. ICMP basically is going to ping frequently. F5 is going to ping to the backend server frequently. Like, are you there? Are you there? Are you there? If there is no any response as per the particular time defined by F5, it will mark that node as down. Okay. And it is not going to send the traffic to that node. So this is the beauty of health monitors in F5. Okay. If health monitor is enabled, so if you'll see green means it is in healthy state. Also, health monitor is enabled. Okay. So let me first create the node and then we'll try to understand all the status like green, yellow, blue, and diamonds. Okay. So come to the F5, and we need to go on the local traffics. So all the LTM related things, guys, we need to do on the local traffic. Okay. So we need to go on the node. There is no node at the moment. So as per our topology, there are three nodes: server one, server two, server three. So we need to click on create, and we can give the name like server one, and description we can give, but this is the live environment, so I'm not putting anything. We can use address as well as FQDN. So for FQDN, if you're using FQDN, means DNS enter should be there, guys. Otherwise, it will not work. Okay. So I'm just giving the name 192 1.1s. Okay. Health monitorings. In health monitors, I'm using no defaults. So in no default, we need to set, guys. Okay. So in no default, we need to set the monitors like it is ICMP or HTTP. So first let's create the node and then we'll try to focus on the health monitors. Then we'll try to repeat it because we have configured only one node. Then we'll do server 2, and server 2 IP address is like 1.2 and repeat. Then we'll configure server 3, and server 3 IP is 192.168.1.3, and we can finish it. So we have created three nodes, server 1, server 2, server 3, but at the moment it is blue because there is no any health monitor enables. We have enabled health monitors. If we come here, we have enabled health monitor no defaults, but in no default, nothing is defined at the moment, like ICMP or HTTP. Okay. Now come here, go on the default monitors. At the moment, nothing is defined. So I'm going to use ICMP and update it. So once I update is, now our node status is green, right? So our F5 is going to be communicating. F5 is pinging to server 1, server 2, server 3. That is our node. Okay. Server 1, server 2, server 3. These are the nodes. And we have enable health monitor ICMP. So F5 is pinging as frequently. Are you there? Are you there? Are you there? Kinds of things. Okay. So this is the beauty of health monitor, guys. Maybe you can enable HTTP also. There are so many health monitor option here. If you come here, and maybe in default also, in default we can keep another sync also, like TCP echo, SNMP, HTTP, S443, gateway ICMP. It depends upon the requirement. It depends upon the design. It depends upon the server, like which service is enabled on the server level. Okay. Okay, guys. If you do packet capture here, let me see if we can do packet capture. Yeah, capture, and if we capture on 0, fast is 0 by 0. And if we filter ICMP, guys, ICMP, see, this is 192.168.1.100 is our big IP. Big IP means LTM inside interface 1.1. One is the slot, one is the port number. So 1.100 is continuously pinging to 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. At the moment, it is showing 1.1. So this is the example, guys. Okay, this is the beauty. This is how health monitor works. So 1.100 is pinging 1.1, and 1.1 is getting 1.1 is sending reply to 1.100. Echo request, echo reply, request reply, request reply. Okay. Let me try to down this. I'm just stopping server one and then come to the here on our F5 and try to refresh it. So I think after 60 seconds, it will be down. Server one should be down. See, server one is down. Okay. So how F5 is no, guys? F5 is pinging to the server one, but there is no reply because server one, we have done server one down. So that is the reason it is showing red. So this is the beauty of health monitors in F5. Okay. Now come to some, status. If it is green, means the object is available. If it is yellow, guys, means connection limit reached. What is the meaning? We'll see all the things later, but I'm just going little, giving little bit overview, guys. Okay. For example, if you are setting connection limit 2 here, just for the example purpose. So if traffic coming to the F5, for example, if I be sending traffic to the, let's consider node 2. Two traffic is sent to the node 2. But we have set the limit 2 only. Connection limit is 2. So if third traffic is coming, it will show the symbol like this. Yellow. Connection limit reached. That server has not the capability to accept another extra session. That is the reason it will show connection limit reached and it will show as a yellow. And later, once the traffic is clear, the traffic is sorted. Okay, communication has been sorted between source and destination. Okay, at that times again it will show green. So it depends upon the memory, CPU. It depends upon the requirement of application team, who manage that applications, which is hosted on that server, that node, and what is the limit count, what is the connection, what is the capacity of that server. Accordingly, we can keep control on our F5 LTM with the help of connection limit, guys. So this is the beauty of F5 LTM. These types of functionality available on F5. That is the reason it is market leader, because there are so many things we can do. There are so many things we can perform on F5 level to keep our server, keep our backend server stable. Okay. If you are able to see blue, means I mentioned there is no health monitor is enabled. If you are able to see diamond, kinds of thing red, it is shut down, which is showing at the moment. See here. So these are the meaning of a status, guys, and it is very, very important to understand. If you are able to see, like, Black square means it is disabled, but object is available. Means someone is, manually disable it, but that object is available. It is not down by itself. If you are able to see like black and a square means it is disabled and unavailable object. It is disabled because of it is not unavailable. But in case of black a square, it is available, but someone has manually disabled it. Okay. If you're able to see like, black diamond means object is disabled, also it is unknown. Okay. So green circle means it is healthy, also health monitor is enables and everything is good. Blue square means there is no any health monitor enables. If you're able to see yellow means server has some limit set, and at the moment that server can't receive that any traffic. That is the reason it is showing yellow. So once that packet is clear, then it will green and it will again start accepting the traffic. Okay, this is how we can modify the things on the F5 level to keep our backend server stable. So it depends upon the capacity. Accordingly, we can do modification on the F5 levels. If you're able to see diamonds kinds of thing rate, it is unavailable. It is down. It is down. Okay. Maybe manually someone has down it, or it's down by itself. Maybe power cable issue and other stuff. Maybe hardware issue. Okay. Black circle I have already mentioned. Black diamond I have already mentioned. Black square I have already mentioned. Okay. So this is about the node, guys. How we can configure the node, how we can configure the health monitor, what is the meaning of a status, like what is the meaning of each and every status related to node. And related to health monitoring, guys, we generally allow health monitor on pool level. Okay. So pool level, if you allow the pool level, it is going to monitor all the node. Okay. So that is the recommended things. And once we'll move ahead like over our upcoming session, it will be more clear to you guys. Okay. So I hope this session is informative for you guys. And if you really like my efforts, please share, like, subscribe as much as possible. Thank you very much. Thanks for the watching. Let's meet on the next session. Okay. Thanks everybody.